Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is not another DIY vlog. I'm going to be planning for the week of February 3rd through February 9th. And if you are interested in how this turns out, please stay tuned. Alright, so this week I went with a black, white, gold, little pops of red theme. I went with this because of Black History Month. I do celebrate often, but you know, since it's February, we're gonna turn up. All right, okay. So I was trying to, let me tell you what my plan was. Let me go ahead and start setting some stickers down, then I'm gonna tell you what my plan was. My plan was to buy a bunch of black owned sticker products and use those for the whole month of February. Now I can do that anytime, any day, whatever. However, I didn't have the idea until like last Thursday. And yeah, I wasn't gonna be able to order all that stuff in enough time to actually, you know, get them so that I could start this spread. So I am going to probably do that a different month. How about that? It's still a good idea, but I should plan to do that on a different month because I waited too late to do it. Y'all know what I mean. So this month I have pulled stickers from the Color Story sticker books, some RongRong stickers, all that good stuff. And now we're just gonna do what we do best, and we're gonna lay these stickers down. Now I am going to cover up these dates. I just decide to do this just this last minute here, so y'all bear with me. This week should not be a terrible week. Let me tell you something. Last week did not go as planned, okay? I had a doctor's appointment, like a regularly scheduled doctor's appointment for Wednesday, and I knew I was gonna miss Wednesday, but I had all these plans to get all this stuff done. And then this week, Tuesday, we were supposed to have like a news crew come in and do a story on our classroom, and like that changed. And then my doctor's appointment turned out I needed a follow-up appointment that needed to happen really quick after my initial appointment. So my week was just thrown off. My follow-up appointment was a mammogram. I had found, and I don't mind sharing this because I really want people, number one, because I'm in the healthcare field, it's really important that we get ourselves checked on the reg, okay? So if it's something that you need to do, it was not that painful. I say it was a little painful because, and I'll explain the story in a minute, but it was not that painful. But we need to make sure we're doing what we need to do to keep ourselves healthy, especially if you have children, a spouse, you know, not only people who have family members, you know, all that, but like if you have people depending on you. And I'm not saying you need to get yourself healthy for them, but it's really hard when it was something that could have been caught early or prevented. It just takes a toll out on everybody, if you ask me. So get yourself checked. It's not that hard to do. Although I did have to take 2 days off work for it, but it got done. Everything is fine. So I'm gonna tell you, I'll go with the story while I'm laying down this spread. I do the same thing every week, so it makes no difference. Then I'll run back through and tell you guys what my week's gonna be like. So I had, right before Christmas, I had felt a lump on my boob, and I initially thought it was a cyst because I've had those before. Not a big deal. Not something that, you know. Oh, I'm missing a sticker. How did that happen? Okay, I'll figure it out in a minute. But anyways, so I had felt the lump, and so I didn't think anything of it because I'd had one before, and I, you know, really wasn't that concerned about it. So I was on my wait and see approach. Now, not everybody is as cool as a cucumber like me, but I have had one. It did go down in a decent amount of time the first time I had it. So this time I was like, let's just wait and see what happens. So it went down, but the lump stayed. So I still had the lump. It was kind of hard, but it moved around. it just wasn't as soft as it initially was when I had the fluid in it. So I was like, okay, let's just watch this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, a month went by and it was still there. So I decided to get it looked at because I was like, the last one went down, no problems, you know, no headache, no fuss. This one wasn't doing that. So I said, I need to get it looked at just to make sure it didn't develop into anything big. And so I make an appointment. I go in, I get it looked at by the doctor, regular doctor, and she has to send me to get the mammogram. And she said because of my age, I had to get a mammogram and an ultrasound. So I said, okay. And I will say that unless you have family history, it's probably very rare that you're going to be turning up at 30 with breast cancer. It's not that way for everybody, but in my case, that's what it is because I don't have any family history or anything like that. So they're taking all the precautions. And so that happened Wednesday. I went to that doctor's appointment. She tells me I need to get those 2 things done. And so I get them scheduled. Well, I called to get them scheduled, and it was a big mess because of the way they did the referral system. So I had to get all that straightened out. And then they were trying to give me an appointment for the end of the month. And this is February, the end of February. And I was like, that's too long for me to wait, especially if I think it's something, which I really didn't think it was something, but I didn't want to wait to see if it was or wasn't. So they squeezed me in due to a cancellation. So I got in, I get there, and y'all, TMI, but I have some decent sized boobs for my size. And again, this is me planning. This is like therapy for me. I have some decent sized boobs for my size, and they still are not big enough to be squeezed like they are in that machine. Now, I'm not saying that to discourage anybody from going to get it done. It really wasn't that bad, but she had to put me at some really odd angles in order to get the right images for what they needed. So they did that. And then I go in and I get the ultrasound, and everything turned out good. They confirmed that I just have a bunch of cysts that just happen to some people and that they will go away and come back. She said the only way I need to worry is if I have like a lump that comes up and it doesn't move around like these were, and it's just, not going anywhere, and it's really firm and all of that. So all is good. All is great. So that just kind of threw my week off though, because I wasn't planning on missing 2 days of work, and I was trying to get my Black History Month bulletin board done and my doors decorated. And then this week is supposed to be the week that the little news crew people come to do their little story, and then the person that that teaches healthcare with me, she teaches the other classes of healthcare, is supposed to be out this week. So it's like all this stuff should have been done last week that did not get done last week because I was out for 2 days, and that really does throw you off. And it was like I was enjoying being at home and not having to work while everybody else was at work. I'm not gonna lie, but it still kind of threw off my plans. So now I'm like trying to get stuff in order for tomorrow. Today is actually February the 2nd, which is my nephew's birthday. Happy birthday. That I'm planning this. So I'm just going to get all of this set up and hopefully get this video edited and posted, and then I'm going to do an assignment. It's not due for my classes. It's not due until next week, but I want to go ahead and get it done because I actually have 2 assignments due on the same day, and of course I don't need to procrastinate. So there's that. I also need to figure out how I'm going to get this board and these doors done in a timely fashion, because I don't like staying after, because I'm not gonna lie, I work hard. Even though sometimes I do say I hardly work. I do work hard when I go in that place, and we have to be there so early that staying late is a hassle to me. So I really don't like staying late unless somebody needs help. If you need help, I got you. But if I'm just staying late to do stuff that I could have did at a better time for myself, then I'm not with it. So there's that week. I do like the way the black and white turns out. It always looks really good. All right, and then we'll flip it over. But anyway, so I need to figure out a plan for this week. I also need to clean my space here at home. Let me tell y'all, I have been on a creative roll here, and I finished my quilt for the month of January. If you don't know, I am trying to fabric bust, and one of my goals was to do a quilt a month, and I did complete my goal for January right in time. I finished it on Friday. It looks really cute. Join me over on Instagram where I'll be posting that picture so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, so I finished it, and so now I need to straighten up my room, because usually when I'm doing a project, I just be throwing the fabric all over the place, extra thread. So I just need to clean up my mess. I have some stuff that I need to send to the donation. I have some stuff that needs to go into the recycling bin, all that. So after I cut this video off, I'm going to turn my little timer on, because I've been on that 15-minute declutter business, because it just helps me break it up so that I don't feel like I'm cleaning up all day. And to be honest, if I do 3 of the 15 minutes, it gets cleaner faster, because I'm on a mission to get it done. You know what I mean? I don't know if any of you ever tried it, but try it and it will change your life. I promise you it will. Okay, so I want to do that, and I just want to get ahead on some stuff at work. So I basically just need to be using my planning wisely so that I'm not just running. I feel like I'm just running in place and not really getting anything done. So there is that. And I want to put this here, but I want to cut it a little bit first. Cut it down just a little bit. So let's see. This week, Monday, no real plans. I am going to stay after, even though I really don't want to, and put the bulletin board up. I do have some students staying to help me, so it's not going to be like it's me doing all the work. But HOSA, the club that I help run, is going to be, they're going to be getting points. So they kind of get volunteer points for doing things like this. So a couple of those students are going to stay to help with that process. So that shouldn't be too bad. The stuff is already done. I just didn't have time to put it up last week because of all the doctor's appointments. So there's that. Then I'm going to be, let's see, that's Monday. I'm also going to be putting in a lot of grades. I have some things that I did let go by the wayside, but now I need to get them in order. It won't be that difficult, and once I get them done, they'll be done for good, but I'm going to do that. Let's see. Tuesday, the Little News Crew people are supposed to be coming, and you know, I guess doing what they're supposed to be doing or whatever. I don't even know what the plan is, y'all. Let's be honest. I won't know what the plan is until tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. But they're gonna come Tuesday. Wednesday, we usually have a department meeting on Wednesday. I'm not sure if we're gonna have one this month, because we did have an extra one last month. So I'm not sure we'll have one this month, but we'll see. And then Thursday, I don't have any big plans. Friday, I don't see. Usually my week is really top heavy. We're really doing a lot of stuff in the beginning of the week, and then towards the end of the week, it's not, that much stuff going on, which is fine with me because I'll be ready to go anyways. By Thursday, especially with school, because we have, that's also happening on Tuesday. I have class on Tuesdays. But especially with school, because we get out so late, and then we have about an hour and a half drive back home from the university that we go to. And then Wednesday, I'm usually just running on pure adrenaline or something. And then Thursday is a wrap for me. I'm deathly tired. I barely want to get up in the morning. Friday, I'm just happy that it's Friday and that I did make it. But yeah, that's my week. Every week. At least until classes are done with, which, to be honest, will be 2 more months, which is crazy. Because this month January I felt like went slow but fast. If anybody can understand what I'm saying, that's exactly how I feel. Like it was going really slow, but then I look up and it's gone, kind of thing. So there's that. And then February will definitely fly by because it's a shorter month, number one. We usually have a lot of activities because I do teach at a predominantly black school. So we do have a lot of activities going on during the month of February because of Black History. You know, just making the kids aware of things in their history and stuff like that. We have programs with the Fine Arts Department, all of that stuff. And then March, not a lot of going on in March. It'll still go by fast. And then after March, you could just kiss your timelines goodbye because it's going to fly by so quick. And then it'll be time for us to get out of the schoolhouse, which is kind of exciting. I am a little congested. Not congested, but sinus drainage, I guess is what it is. And it's pretty darn annoying. I want this girl to sit right here. Well, now you can barely see her, but so yeah, that is my week in a nutshell. Not too busy. And then I have to find one sticker there. Okay, for some I'm gonna find it sticking on something. This is the book I did use though, if you are wondering. And I also pulled a few from this book, which really has no name, but if you look for the 1050 sticker book, you'll find it. But let's find this last. Oh, I don't have a star left. Okay, let's see if I have one in here. I need a black. There's one right there. Done. Okay, well then that solved that problem pretty simply. Okay. And so then I usually just go through, fill out the days of the week, and then fill out stuff that's going on as it happens, which really makes my life so much easier. And that is functional planning for me because I don't know everything that's going to happen during the week. But I get to work tomorrow and they'll be like, we have all these things to do on Thursday. And so that's when I'll write them down because I don't know they're going to happen until they actually come up. So this is my week for this week. I do like the way it turned out. I am feeling the black and white vibe. Very simple, very clean. If you enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos, and hit that bell notification that will let you know when I post new videos. I do thank you all for watching, and you guys have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.